Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Chaitra. Basically, I'm an Ayurvedic doctor. Currently, I'm pursuing my MSc in psychology. As a passion, I took this profession of training. Before starting the session, let us do prayer, salutation to the God. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyoti Gapaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gapaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Meaning of this prayer is lead us from unreal to the real world, untruth to truth, and from ignorance to light, darkness to light, from the ignorance to the knowledge, and from death to immortality. Here, the word death to immortality means not from the free from the death. It's like living our name on this earth by our word. Here, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. 3 times Shanti represents the 3 types of obstacles. Devoid of 3 types of obstacles, that is Adi, Bhautika, means physical obstacles like obstacles from the people, animals, and from any other accidents. Adi, Daivika, it is the obstacles from our own body and mind, like disease, sickness, laziness, absent-mindedness, obstacles, and one more Shanti, that is Adi Daivika, that is obstacles from the extrasensory world, that is earthquake, lightning, thunderstorms. So, why I took this prayer? Because this yoga helps us, guide us in coming out of untruth to reality, and from ignorance to knowledge, and from the death to immortality. Yoga guides us to lead this fruitful life. So let us have one small interaction session. Okay. See, there are so many lakhs of creations on this earth. Why are we born as human beings? Can anybody unmute yourself and tell me why God created us, or anything, why we are here on this earth?
Hello, ma'am. I'm Satish.
Yes, sir.
So after so many of God has created us in many other forms.
Yes, sir.
This time we are born as human beings.
Yes.
So we are here. So we are here.
Okay. Why we are here?
Why? Because the God has so many, after taking a lot of janmas in terms of other creatures.
That's true. What you are telling is correct, sir. I mean, there is some purpose, and to do some karmas, God has created us here.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can anybody, any other? Can anybody?
We are here to, excuse me, madam, can I tell?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are here to fulfill whatever the past we have done now.
Yeah.
Karmas. To fulfill that karmas, or to whatever the balance is there, we have to do that. That's why we are born as human beings.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, we are born with some specific purpose, and to do some specific, to play some roles and responsibilities, we are born here to play some roles and responsibilities, and to come on to do the reach the goal, we are here. Yes. For that, what we need? For that, we need a healthy body. Body is shariram kalu dharma sadhanam. To achieve anything in this present life, this physical body is the medium through which we can achieve anything. For this body to be healthy, then only we can achieve the things. If the body, if we are not healthy, we can't do anything. So let us know about what is health. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, social, emotional, spiritual, environmental well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Mean what we think, like only the absence of disease is not the well-being. We have to be fit enough, like physically we have to be fit to do our routine activities, and mentally we should be in a peaceful state, and we should be in a positive thinking. We should be in a positive way to accept the things, what are the things happening in our day-to-day life. And social health means we should be in a good relationship with in the family, colleagues, friends, neighbors, and then only we can have a happy life. Then emotional well-being is like there will be some failures or obstacles in our routine day-to-day life. The way we bounce back from that obstacles or any other things, and maintaining the equality of the mind, peace, like samatva. We should be in a calm stage. That is the emotion. We should have a control on our emotions. Spiritual means what are the beliefs and practices we practice to have a good inner consciousness is the spiritual well-being. And environmental well-being is like leading an eco-friendly life, because even environment is also needed, no, for us to have a good lead a happy life. So we should be in a good interaction with the environment. So all these things comprises of to a healthy living. Not only physical absence of disease is not the healthy, all the physical, mental, social, emotional, spiritual, and environmental wellness leads to the health of an individual. So come, let us see how yoga helps in achieving the health. Let us know about the yoga. The word yoga comes from the root word yuj. Yuj is the Sanskrit word, means to unite, union of Jivatma and Paramatma. It is the harmony between the body and mind. By doing all activity with mindfulness and awareness, what are the activities we do daily? We should do it in a mindful way. We should be aware of what we are doing. Doing something and thinking something is not the. Nowadays we are practicing that one only. We are physical, we will be somewhere, and mental we will be some other place. So we should avoid all those things. So this yoga helps in balancing the harmony between the mind and body. Then let us know about the definition of yoga. Next slide, please. According to the sage Patanjali, is considered as the father of yoga, and he has given the definition: yoga chitta rutti nirodha. Chitta means mind, rutti means functions. Yoga is the practice of quieting the mind. According to the psychology, a man gets nearly 60,000 thoughts per day. So this yoga helps in reducing those thoughts and increasing the focusing power. Because focus is the mother of all skills. Once you have a good focusing power, then all other things like concentration, memory, and then creativity, everything will follow the focus. As the soldier follows the king, once you have a good focusing power, then all other things will follow it. So it will help us to reach our goal. Then let us know about the beauty of the yoga. Why we have to practice yoga? The beauty of the yoga is, see, other medicines are for only for the deceased person, to treat the deceased person, other medicines are there. But this beauty of the yoga is, it's swasthasya swasthya rakshanam aturasya vikara prashamanam. Mean it restores the health in the healthy individual and cures the disease in the deceased person. So it is beneficial both for the healthy and the deceased individual. Next slide, please. What is the importance of yoga? Why we have to practice yoga? It's the achievement of optimum health is possible by the holistic approach. Yoga covers all the dimensions of health. What I have told in the definition of health, like physical health, mental health, moral health, social health, spiritual, all dimensions of health will be covered by the limbs of yoga. There are 8 limbs of yoga: yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Those are the principles of yoga. Like physical health is achieved by the asana, by the physical postures. Mental health is achieved by pranayama, breath regulation, and dharana, concentration. Moral health is achieved by yama and niyama, discipline and observance. Social health is observed by pratyahara, withdrawal of senses. Spiritual health is achieved by dhyana, meditation. So these 8 limbs are interconnected to each other. If we have missed one link also, there will be a disconnection and we can't achieve we can't reach the ultimate goal. So these 8 limbs are interconnected. We have to practice one by one. So one leads to the way for, prepares the body for the next step. Like that, it keeps on increasing. Once we practice yama, then it paves the way for the niyama. Next slide, please. What are those 8 limbs? Let us know about the 8 limbs of yoga. So next slide, please. There are 8 limbs of yoga: yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhayo, ashtavangani. Yama. Yama means ethical restraints that are necessary for achieving harmony with other beings. Means yama tells about the don't, what we are not supposed to do, how we have to deal with or behave with the other people. So yama tells about how external world, how we have to deal with the other persons. Second limb, that is niyama, actions necessary for achieving the balance within oneself. That is self-regulation. That is how these are the compulsion works one has to practice for the achievement of his goal. Asana is the specific geometric postures designed to suit the anatomy of human body. These are the asanas are the physical postures what we practice in the daily routine activity. Then next slide, please. Pranayama is the conscious expansion of inhalation and exhalation in a specific manner. That is breath regulation. Then pratyahara, it's a withdrawal of senses. We have 5 sense organs. Always these sense organs look towards the external world. We are concentrating on the external world. So this pratyahara tells us about, instead of always seeing outside, we have to see our inner side also. To know about the inner consciousness, to strengthen our inner consciousness, we have to withdraw all our senses and we have to practice the withdrawal of senses to improve our the inner strength. Dharana, it's an act of concentration of the mind. It's a concentrating on a particular thing or an object for a particular time. Then dhyana is the meditation. It's nothing but the prolong the concentration. It's extension of the concentration process is the dhyana. Then samadhi is a union with the divine. What the samadhi is the next process of dhyana. That's in dharana, we will be concentrating on one particular object. In dhyana, in dharana, that object will be in the external side. Dhyana, that object will be in our thoughts. Samadhi is, we are totally in that object will become that one with that object. That is the union with that object on what we are concentrating. That is the samadhi stage. Next slide, please. Let us do an activity. Okay? Because we are here because of we have whatever we have achieved in our life is big. There are so many people behind us. They helped us in reaching this goal. So let us say gratitude to them. Imagine that they are standing behind us because they will be behind us, no? So we do namaskara in a special way, like from the back side, joining our hands in the back side, so that we'll come to know about our flexibility also. Let us do one small activity. Can anybody try? Not anybody. Everybody should try. Let us see. Please, on your videos, and let me see how is your flexibility and how you can. Oh, somehow Satish Yadav sir is trying. Sir, I am not able to see you. Please, others, please, on your videos. Oh, somehow good, sir. So, good try, sir. Satish sir, it's a good try. You're trying your level best.
Yeah.
It's a good try. So, yoga, ethical and moral rules. What are the ethical and moral rules we have to follow? Like ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha. Ahimsa means non-violence. According to Agnavalka, ahimsa paramo dharmaha means we should not hurt others in thought, words, and action. In turn, we should not hurt ourselves too. That is the first principle. Okay? Because if we hurt somebody, definitely, in turn, we will also get hurted in some or the other way. So we should not hurt anybody either in the thought, words, and actions. Then satya, truthfulness. We should always speak the truth, both in thoughts. Whatever we thought, we should speak that one only, and we should act according to it. Thought is one different thing, and our talking is different thing, and action is different. We should not supposed to do like that. So we should be always speak the truth, because truth makes us free. If we tell any lie, no, if we keep on like to cope up with that, we keep on making a story we keep on building these lie stories, and it always like ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಬೂದಿ ಮುಚ್ಚಿದ ಕೆಂಡ ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅದು ಸತ್ಯ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಯ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ದ ಟ್ರೂತ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವನ್ ದೋ it's a bitter situation, we should ready to face the situation, but we will be free. Once we said the truth, no, we will not be scared and we will be free. Will come out of that fear. Okay? For that sake, even Gandhiji has stressed many quotes regarding this truth, and he tells, only truth will be stand aside in this world. Other things always in the flow of this time, other things will move away. Only the truth will stand till the end. Then asteya, not stealing. Not stealing means we should not steal anything from anybody, both material and non-material things. Sometimes what we will do, we'll get even though we have not done anything, we will get the We will get the credits from the other works. Even that's also not a good thing. Only we should not steal anything. We should be happy with what we have. Then brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is moderation in sensual pleasures. Like if we are anything attached, then moham na bhayam na lajjam. Anything. It may be either money, property, or whatever it may be. If we are morely attached to it, then we will we didn't have any fear or shame. At any cost, we wanted to have that, like that sort of mindset will get. That leads to many other uneven things in the society. So it's better to have a control on our sensual pleasures to lead a happy life. Then aparigraha, non-accumulation. See, environment has everything in it. It can fulfill our needs, but not our greed. It can fulfill our desires, not our greed. We should be in a position to differentiate between our needs and wants. These needs are the necessary things, but wants list it keep on increasing. So we should know to differentiate between our needs and wants. Then we can lead a peaceful life. Next slide, please. Niyama is self-regulation. Yama tells about how we have to behave with the external things. This niyama tell, and if we practice the yama, it prepares our mind for the niyama process. So we say niyama is the self-regulation, shocha, cleanliness. Cleanliness is both external and internal. External cleanliness, like keeping our body and our surrounding things clean, and internal cleanliness is cleaning our thoughts, like cleaning our negative thoughts like jealousy, anger, and greedy, all those things, with the positive thoughts like peacefulness, calm, and like Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That sort of thought should be there in our mind. Then santosha, contentment. Contentment means we should be happy with the things what we have, and also we can work hard to get the other things. But first we should feel happy with the things what we have. Then tapas means dedication. Dedication means one has to, like as Vivekananda says, take up a goal and put your heart and soul into it. Definitely will reach the goal. Like that, we have to totally dedicate ourselves. All our thoughts, speech and action, everything, all our muscles, everything should be only thinking about that goal. Then totally dedicated oneself to reach that goal. Then only that thing is called as tapas. Swadhyaya means self-study. Studying about ourselves through the many scriptures, why we are here, what is our roles and all those things. And I can correlate it to the SWOT analysis also, like knowing about our strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. And Ishvara Pranidhana is surrendering oneself to the God, doing your best and leave the result to the God, so that you will be mentally free. Like as said in Bhagavad Gita, Karmanye Vadikaraste Mafaleshu Kadachana. You do your best and the other things will be taken care of by the God. And then see, if you run alone is a race. If you add element of God G to it, then it will be a grace. The next is asana, stiram, sukham, asana. Asana is a very important thing for nowadays because we are doing a sedentary lifestyle. We are totally dependent on machines for everything. So we are doing less physical activity to keep our body fit. We have to do the physical postures. Like even this also, it depends on we should practice according to our energy level, our body flexibility. According to our strength, we have to practice. We are not supposed to practice by comparing with the others. Day by day, we have to improve our flexibility and strength in a gradual way. Next slide, please. Pranayama. Tasmin sati shwasa prashyayoho gati vichedaha pranayama. That is, regulation of breath with retention is called as pranayama. See, our lung has a capacity of 5 to 6 liters, but we are not using it. It's the full capacity, not even the 3/4 also. We are doing all our practicing in our daily routine life, shallow breathing. We are using only 500 to 1 liter of our lung capacity, and the remaining lung we are not at all using. And oxygen is necessary for all the cells in our body. So we can get oxygen only through the deep breathing process. So if we do a deep breathing, then our oxygen level increases. In turn, the energy level in the body increases because of this oxygen level. So we should practice the pranayama to increase our energy level, and it also prepares the mind for the next limb of yoga, that is dharana, concentration. If we practice the pranayama properly, then it helps in prepares the mind and body for the dharana procedure. Next slide, please. Pratyahara. Pratyahara means swavishaya samprayoge chitta swarupankura ivendriyana pratyahara. See, we have 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. All these sense organs are always looking towards the external world. We have totally forgotten our inner world. So we are facing all these pains and all. See, example, tortoise. When tortoise is moving, if it finds any threat or anything, it suddenly withdraw all its limbs into the shell like that. If we have any obstacles from the external world, then when we start seeing towards the inner world, then we'll get some peace and strength to face the external world. So it prepares our mind for the upcoming dharana procedure. Next slide, please. Dharana. Dashabandha chittasya dharanaha. Confinement of chitta or mind to one desha, place or object is dharana. See, in the picture I have shown, actually it's a Trataka procedure, but I have taken this picture to show you that concentrating on a particular thing. It may be an object, it may be a light or om or any God, anything which is your favorite thing. You can concentrate on that particular thing, and concentrating on that particular thing itself is a dharana. You're totally forgotten the other external world and concentrating on that particular thing is the dharana. Next slide, please. Dhyana. Tatra pratyaya ekadanata dhyanam. So I have shown you one more picture, like oil flowing from the bottle. It's a dhyana is a steady, continuous flow of attention directed towards the same point or region is meditation. Like you are concentrated on a particular thing, like that attention is a continuous process without any, it's a smooth and continuous flow without any distractions, without any obstructions is the stage of dhyana. It's nothing but a prolonged stage of dharana. Prolonged stage of concentration is the dhyana procedure. Next slide, please. Samadhi. Tadevarta nirbhasam surupa shunyamiva samadhi. See, in dharana, the project and the product was in the external world. You are concentrating on that particular thing. Dharana. Dhyana, you are concentrating on that thing in your thoughts. It came from the external world, that object or thing came into the internal world in your thoughts. Samadhi state means that object becomes one among you. You will attain that object. You will be one with that object. You will be concentrating on a light or a god or what. You will one with that object is the samadhi stage. It's a transcendental stage where the feeling of aham, I, ego will be absent, and the mind dissolves its own identity into the higher identity. Will reach the next level. This is all these things are about the 8 limbs of yoga. Let us know about the benefits of yoga. According to the system that I have taken, respiratory efficiency will increase, cardiovascular efficiency increases, and it normalizes the gastrointestinal functions, like it because of it secretes the gastric juices and all for helps in the digestion and all, and it also helps in relieving the constipation because of the mobility of the intestines, and it normalizes the endocrine function. Because of this endocrine function, there will be a optimal release of the hormones, helps in maintaining the normality of the human functions, and it improves the excretory function, and our musculoskeletal flexibility and joint range of motion increases, and our energy level increases. Next slide, please. Our endurance increases, our abilities, patience increases, and improves the sleep quality. Our altered sleep will not be there. Increases the immunity, increases the steadiness, self-acceptance and self-actualization increases, concentration and memory increases, and it also improves the social skill increases. The social skill means like our relationship with the society, how we behave with the family, friends, relatives, colleagues, everything, all those skills will be increased, and then involving ourselves in the social activities. Next slide, please. Misconception of yoga. There are main 4 misconceptions of yoga. Yoga is a religion, and they think that once the word yoga comes down, they will link it to a particular religion. No, it's not like that. Yoga, it's not related to any of the religion. It is just a way of life. It is origin is from India, but it's not related to any such religion like Hindu, nothing like that. It is just a way of life. How we have tells us how we have to lead our life, and what are the do's and don'ts we have to follow in our life, and how we can lead a healthy and happy life. Yoga means asanas. Many of them think that yoga means asanas. Asana is not the yoga, it is a part of yoga. It is one among the 8 limbs of yoga. It is not merely the asanas. And yoga is another form of physical exercise for fitness. Many of them thought that yoga is another form of physical. No, it's not. Yoga consists of yama, niyama, pranayama. There are so many mudras, bandhas. Mudra means like there are some energy centers. By blocking those energy centers, we can have a good energy levels. And then bandha, shatkriya. There are so many other cleansing techniques also comes under yoga. Yoga is only for young, energetic, and healthy. No, it's not like that. Yoga is for all. Even though they are not fit enough to do the asanas, they can practice pranayama, they can practice mudra, they can practice meditation. So it is for all people, not only for the young and energetic people. It can be practiced by even the unhealthy person to come out of that disease, and it helps in improving their vitality, and in the old age also it helps in developing the abilities to adapt to the changing situation, because nowadays old people, they feel that we are neglected in our family, like that, because it's a generation gap is there. So all this practice of this yoga had both physical and mental effect on their body and the mind, and it helps them to cope up with the changing situations. Next slide, please. Conclusion. According to Sage Aurobindo, yoga is a technique to achieve an all-round personality development at the physical, mental, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual levels. Yoga is a methodical effort towards the self-perfection by the development of potentialities latent in the individual. See, everything we have in our thing, it's in the latent form. This yoga puts a light on it, and it acts like a catalyst to bring it into the light. So this yoga helps in bringing those latent potencies in our body, in our life, to came into the Etitag yoga acts as a catalyst to bring it into the limelight. Like that, yoga helps in leading a healthy and happy life and to reach our goal. Let us take one affirmation. All of you ready? Let us take one affirmation. Please repeat it along with me. Day by day, I'm improving in all aspects.
I'm improving
in all the aspects.
Daily I practice.
Daily I
practice
Yoga for the overall development.
yoga for overall development.
I'm healthy.
I'm healthy,
Wealthy
and
happy. Please do these affirmations regularly so that it will prepare your mind, body to practice the yoga, and you can lead a healthy, wealthy, and happy life.
Thank you.
Next slide, please. Yoga is a light which one's light will never dim. Thank you.